Recently, I drove the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, which I likened to the Incredible Hulk for its ability to transform from a comfortable docile cruiser into an absolutely mental bruiser. Now, I'm sorry to repeat my analogies here, but I have no choice in the matter, seeing as how this AMG I'm driving today actually looks like the Hulk. Say hello to the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG in its crazy color avatar. I'm not even making this up. Mercedes actually dubs this paint scheme as crazy color, and it's available in a bright yellow, a bright orange, and this incredible green that you have here. So, what is the deal with this G63? Is it still a very capable off-roader, or has AMG softened this hardcore beast? Well, let's find that out, shall we? Now, apart from that crazy green paint scheme and a few AMG bits, the exteriors of this G63 are a bit old school and a little rudimentary. But I can assure you that's not the case on the insides. The interiors are absolutely top spec modern day Mercedes-Benz. And apart from that, you also get lots of leather all around. Now, this crazy color edition comes with an all black interior, and you also get lovely carbon fiber bits for the center console right here. And you get a stitching that matches the car's exterior color. So this is a green car, and I got lovely green stitching on the dashboard and on the seats. Now, because this is an old school SUV, the driving position is fairly tall. You're sitting fairly high up, giving you a very commanding view of the road. That being said, the seats themselves are not extremely comfortable. They're just about okay. But the more surprising part here is that at the back you don't have a huge amount of space with just about adequate knee room. When it comes to performance, this G63 packs a 5.5 litre twin turbo V8 motor under that hood, which makes 544 PS of power and 760 Newton meters of torque. To put that into perspective, this 2.5 ton SUV can get from 0 to 100 in 5.4 seconds. Now that's completely crazy. Top speed is limited to 210 km per hour, but that's absolutely fine because you don't want to be going any faster in a car that has the aerodynamic properties of a brick. But my absolute favorite part about this car has to be the way it sounds. When you're driving around slowly, that V8 is just burbling along in a very beautiful manner. But when you put your foot hard down, that AMG Sport exhaust really earns its paycheck. That's a mad car. Now, one thing you have to remember that even though this is an AMG, it still pretty much is an old school SUV at heart with a focus on off-roading. So it has a ladder frame chassis, and even the suspension is a bit on the basic side. So cornering is not really this car's prowess. The body does roll around quite a lot in the corners, and it doesn't give you too much confidence when you throw this thing into some turns. So this is a car that's best enjoyed in a straight line. Now, speaking about off-roading, this G63 comes with permanent 4-wheel drive. But more interestingly, it has individually lockable differentials. So with these buttons on the center console right here, I can lock the front, the mid and the rear differentials individually, giving this car fairly capable off-road legs. And everything else in this car also has been designed with off-roading in mind. It's got approach and departure angles of 27 degrees, a ramp over angle of 24 degrees, and it can wade through water of 600 mm depth, which means it can handle the off-road bits quite well. But the problem lies in the whole AMG-ness of this car. It has massive 20-inch AMG wheels with fairly low profile tires. So while it can handle some rough roads here and there, I think it's best to keep this car on good tarmac. So where does that leave us with this mental G-Wagon? Well, firstly, it's a hoot to drive whether on the road or even off it a little bit. But it does beg the question, In a world where you have so many options for luxury SUVs, who would consider a car like this? Well, there is an undeniable appeal of having a retro design with lots of luxury inside and more power than you can handle. And of course, while the standard G63 AMG will bring out the mafia man in you, this crazy color edition will bring out your inner rap star. But that does leave us with a small problem. At 2.17 crores ex-showroom Delhi, it is over 20 lakh rupees more expensive than the regular G63 AMG. Crazy color, I say crazy price.